Well, hello and welcome to the Cosmic Echo Tarot Experience. It is a reading which connects historic cycles of frequency. That's what history is all about. Cycles of frequency, on cycles upon cycles upon cycles. And through your repeating any one of these cycles, you develop a tarot energy of your own. You and your life are an echo of past energies. Now, what we experience in this lifetime, we think is new. It is the first time for us in this incarnation, if you believe in reincarnation. But really, these cycles of energy have been going on for eons, since the beginning, whatever the hell the beginning happened. We experience ancient energetic frequencies in our lifetime. And we see them as new. We see them as different. We see them as, well, maybe confusing, maybe enlightening. Anyway, they've been repeating again and again and again for thousands, millions, billions of years, and we see them as new, but we only have a little sliver of time. What, 70, 80, maybe 90 years? Remember, each life is an echo of the last time. So, using tarot as a tool, and I've done tarot for over 20 years, I have come to understand that, at least from my point of view, my experience, tarot doesn't predict a damn thing, but it does talk about the science of potential, your potential to manifest. So I locate the current frequency. Once I find it in the tarot, I use other tools to tell the story, because you got to tell a story. You can't just simply go, here's the tarot energy, do with it what you will. Can't do that. Not effective. Not effective. So we don't do that. Okay? So what I do is use other things like astrology, numerology to help fill out a picture. So locating the tarot energy, the current frequency operating in your life, that's number one. Building a picture or a theme around it is number two. Allows you to manifest your spiritual kryptonite, because that's what manifesting is all about. It is kryptonite, your kryptonite. Now, it is, as you can gather, a two-step metaphysical technique that I use. I begin with three cards, three tarot cards. You don't need more than that. I've seen people lay out 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 cards. And I'm thinking to myself as I'm watching, it's like, what the hell are you going to get out of this? It's not a reading. This is a circus. Three cards, because there is a magic to the number three. Don't ask me how it happens, why it happens. It just happens. So I got three cards, three frequencies. I blend them into one usable frequency. Easy to understand, easy to access. That reveals your manifesting potential. I use the astrology and the imagery connected with the astrology and numerology. By the way, I've done numerology and astrology for over 50 years. They're the science of cycles. So you have tarot, the science of potential. You have numerology, astrology, the science of cycles. You can put those two things together. Ooh, that's powerful juju. It helps you imagine the essence of the energy we're talking about. So you can use this repeating energy in the best way possible. Now, at the bottom of all of this, it has to be very simple, very direct, very clear, very powerful. You can't guess. No fantasies, no unicorns, no rainbows, no woo, magic from outer space. We don't do that. It's the matrix revealed in repeating cosmic cycles, ancient frequencies. They're coming into your life. Remember, tarot is the science of your potential. But it's not potential in the 3D, it's potential in the 5D. It's your spiritual potential. And we often get confused. In fact, we're trapped in the 3D. So if I don't have another car, if I don't have another house, if I don't have more clothes, I got nothing. That's crazy talk. That's not true at all. That's not 5D thinking, 5D feeling, 5D knowing. Knowing the repetitive energetic patterns around you enables you to use these ancient frequencies to your benefit. Think of your think of it as a GPS, cosmic GPS. The tarot gives you the destination. The astrology and imagery gives you the map to that destination. This unique package helps you activate your spiritual kryptonite and help ride the cosmic wave in this lifetime to your best destiny. Today, it's the 2-minute warning. For those that are familiar with football, you know that the 2-minute warning means the game is just about over. Any last minute drives or whatever are critical. Very often in a 2-minute warning period, it is critical. You know, one team kicks a field goal, gets 3 points, scores a touchdown, gets 7 points. Anything can make the difference in the game. But you got that 2-minute warning. You got 2 minutes left. You better make them count. And that's the same thing that we're dealing with here. It's tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The clock is ticking. November, the clock is ticking, but it's not obvious. We have all the faraway planets, including, by the way, just joining them, Mercury, all retrograde right now. So when you have 5 planets and then you add in Mercury, little pain in the ass that it is, this tells you this is a time to step back. Step back, observe. But more important than simply stepping back and observing, start to formulate some sort of a plan. Start to prepare yourself, because these planets are going to start to go direct soon. And when they do, because we've had a bunch of them retrograde, you know that there's change due. And in this case, 2026, the astrology shows shit's going to hit the fan. It's already doing it now. But they are really going to lock down. The deep state understands that people around the world are beginning to wake up. They're beginning to get the picture. They're getting angry. They're getting active. So they are going to push you real hard. And in 2 ways that I can think of. One, they want us to go to the electric currency stuff. So that way they're free to make money, whatever value they want to make it. They can give it to you. They can take it away. And the next thing they want to do is stick a stethoscope up your ass and know what you're thinking, what you're eating, what you're feeling, and they want to be able to control you. So we are looking at a major push at their controlling us, and people are beginning to slowly wake up all around the world. I just got a bunch of pictures from Europe. Almost every country in Europe, people are protesting. They are angry. That's good. But we're going to need more than simply anger. Remember, we're in the 2-minute warning. You need a football team on the field who is ready, willing, and able to score. Field goal, if it will win the game. Touchdown, if it need be. But they have to engage. The 2-minute warning says now or nothing. And that's where we are right now in society. 2026. Woo. And they're going to push and push hard. One of the stories that has surfaced recently, just to show you how the system's manipulated. They tell us AI, but it's going to save the world. It's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, baby, 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 it's so good. Now, the rest of the story. AI takes a huge amount of electrical energy because it's got all that data. So they're setting up data stations in critical places all around the world, but certainly here around the United States. So they're setting up these data stations so they can use a lot, and I don't mean a little, I mean a lot more electrical energy to spy on us. And guess who's picking up the tab in terms of higher energy costs? To spy on us, it's going to cost more for energy. We're going to pick up the bill. How friggin' stupid can you be? 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. 2026, you're going to see it all, mama. You're going to see it all. 2-minute warning. Get off your ass, get on the field, do what you have to do to win. There is no other option, no other choice. Sorry, game's over, fun's over, and that's what November is all about. With all those planets retrograde, think about it, figure it out, make a plan for the 2-minute warning. Let's give you a quick little rundown again. Cosmic Cycle says astrology is a kind of alchemy. It's a cyclical kind of thing. Literally, what goes around comes around. People say that phrase all the time. What goes around comes around. Well, you're not paying attention because it's happening in your life too. It's understanding and knowing that these cycles, ancient cycles, give us the pulse of the matrix. It permits us to feel and focus on the power of the tarot. The combination of the astrology and the tarot gives deep power and control over our destiny. 2-minute warning. You better grab it and get on the field now. Want to remind you, I do have an email, tau-tarot at proton.me, tau-tarot at proton.me. Feel free to make any kind of comments, suggestions. I'm up for it. Tau-tarot at proton.me. So let's get to the astrology. This is the GPS, the map to our tarot destination. Astro hits for today. You see the headline, Third World War. In essence, there is a direct connection. This 2-minute warning period will lead to some sort of a war. Will it be a physical war? I suspect, because you can't go to Bill Gates or any of the people who are the big tech moguls and go, hey, you stop it, you're hurting us. We don't want to pay for this AI stuff. You're going to raise our electric bills so that you can spy. We're not doing that. You think they're going to listen to you? When was the last time government listened to anybody? Not just in the United States, in Europe, around the world. It's a big FU. They're not working for us. So the possibility of some sort of a manifestation of a third world war, that's the effort that is required. That's why this 2-minute warning is so important. So we got the planet Neptune. It's in play. It had a major hit related to where it is right now back in 1941. Ooh, World War II. Ooh. And then before that, it had a major hit, very similar to what we're doing today, 1861. Civil War. Woo. Additionally, the planet Uranus mirrored both of those dates. And in both cases, we battled for bullshit. What they told us we were fighting for is not true, was not true. We're beginning to find that out. Civil War was not because of slavery. It was because of the bankers. World War II was not against Hitler. It was because of the bankers. Both of those planets are in aspect right now, Uranus and Neptune. Revolution is the energy, but revolting from what? And how would any revolution constructively manifest? Because revolutions tear things down, tear things apart. That's good, but you got to build from that point forward. So what are you going to do? That's the question. Time's running out. 2-minute warning. Time is running out. How will the game end? Building better or destroying absolutely everything in its sight? Tick tock, tick tock. That's why November's important. Prepare. 2026, it all hits the fan. And it isn't going to wait for you to make up your mind. Let's do the existential point. Remember, I was telling you about the nations all around Europe that were bitching, moaning, finally standing up, telling them to stick it in their rear. You see up here in the upper left, Ireland, France, Britain, Spain, Austria, Australia, Poland, Germany. More to follow. People have had enough. They're waking up. And then we have a quote, the bottom right. You're stupid because you believe appearances. You believe that they're the truth. That's why you're ruled. I was one of those stupid people. I was very much in support of the current administration because Democrats offered absolutely nothing, in fact, less than nothing. So I had no choice. He was saying the right thing, so I thought, oh, well, this is going to be great. Well, it turns out that he has done nothing. Maybe shut down the border quite a bit. RFK is doing a lot. Beyond that, Donald Trump has lied to us. MAGA is over. So to quote Machiavelli, you're stupid because you believe appearances are truth. That's why you're ruled. Tick tock, tick tock. The 2-minute warning continues. Let's go to the perfect picture. Oh, so much good stuff here. So much good stuff here. The one that really stands out for me, C.S. Lewis, bottom left. One of the most cowardly things ordinary people do is shut their eyes to facts. God, there's a ton of people like that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I want whatever I feel. Tick tock, 2-minute warning. And Dostoevsky, over all the way on the right, deepest form of slavery is the need to be understood. They don't have to understand you. True is true is true is true. Take a look at the facts, recognize them, and move on. Let's get to the tarot reading. Good information here. We begin with the Ace of Pentacles. Real world value system. You're not going to buy their plans for you. They were set up by people like John D. Rockefeller, who said, I want a nation of workers, not thinkers. He changed our school system, changed our health system, changed our energy system. Funded by the Rothschilds, by the way. So Ace of Pentacles says, that's enough. I'm not going to listen to these guys anymore. I don't have to have their acceptance. I don't have to cooperate with them at all. I want to make a value system that works for me, my humanity, that's real. Next card over is the Sun card. You're very crystal clear, energized. Yes, I want to write my own value system. And frankly, what that means is decentralizing everything. We don't need a centralized government. We don't need big business. We don't need big government. We need small groups of people. I'm not talking 50-minute cities. I'm talking communities where people get together for a common interest. And they support their communities. They take care of their energy needs. They take care of their food needs. They take care of their structural needs. That is good sun energy and a good value system. And finally, we got the Four of Wands, the happy card. Four of Wands, stable, secure, home. You're beginning to understand what that would mean. You're going to pay for a company who needs a lot of energy so they can spy on you. You're going to pay for that, or you're going to stand up for yourself. That's why sticking with a centralized government, big business, you got what, one guy controlling trillions of dollars, BlackRock, Vanguard, Main Street. What is that guy, Larry Fink? We don't want that one person anymore. We don't want that one person anymore. Small little groups of people working together for their sustenance. It's worked fabulously in the past. Of course, you haven't heard about it because the people who run the world don't want you to know about it. Because if you know about it, you're not going to listen to them. And, well, we know what their agenda is. A real world value system will help clarify, and then you can build something stable on something that is solid and dependable. Tick tock, the 2-minute warning. So that's it. Time is up for today. Thank you so much for investing your at least part of your day with me. I appreciate it. We'll get together again soon. I'm looking forward to it. Between now and the next time we do get together and do tarot, peace and blessings.